Let us continue the last problem. See, P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin to the line whose intercept on the axis are A and B. Then show that. Last problem. Right? P is the length of the perpendicular from the origin. Length of the perpendicular from the origin. Yes, this is P. To the line whose intercept on the axis are A and B. X intercept A, Y intercept B, whose intercepts on the axis are A and B. Then show that over. Only that much is given. Only that much is given. Now, let me consider the angle. Let it be theta. Angle of inclination of the line, let it be theta. So, this angle is clearly 180 minus theta, no doubt. 180 minus theta. Let me write length of the perpendicular from origin to the line B, P, whose intercept on the axis. Equation of the line. Equation of the line. X by A plus Y by B equal to 1. Where A and B are intercepts. Given, no? Intercepts. Given. Therefore, equation of the line becomes like this. X by A plus Y by B equal to 1. Let theta be the angle of inclination. Angle of inclination of the line. Inclination of the line. Let me call this point as A. This is B. Straight away let me write. From the right angled triangle OAB, one more point, it is M. OAB, just see here, this one is given P, angle 180 minus theta. So, opposite side by hypotenuse to this angle, opposite side is OM, hypotenuse is OA, opposite by hypotenuse to the angle 180 minus theta. OAB, let me write, OM divided by OA is sine of the angle, which angle? OAM. OAM. That angle let me write later. OM is P divided by OA is A equal to sine of, now tell me that angle. It is 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta. Whenever the angle of inclination is taken as theta, it is 180 minus theta. But sine 180 minus theta is allied angle sine theta itself. If this one is 180 minus theta, 180 minus theta, what about this angle? This is 90. If it is 180 minus theta, what about this angle? Let me continue. Leave it. From the triangle, or let me write angle first. Angle MOA equal to It is actually this one, see, 180 minus total angle 180, 180 minus 180 minus theta minus 90 degree, correct, no? Total angle is 180. So this angle is 180 minus 90 minus this. Sum of all the three angles should be 180. It is equal to 180 minus 180 plus theta minus 90. Or 180 cancels. You get it is theta minus 90. That angle is theta minus 90. This angle. Theta minus 90. If that angle MOA is theta minus 90, what about this angle? What about that angle? It is 90 minus, let me write here. Therefore, angle, it is MOB. Angle MOB is this angle. MOB is 90 minus this angle. Is 90 minus angle MOA. Or 90 minus theta minus 90. Or it is 90 minus theta plus 90. Or it is 180 minus theta. Actually, this angle is the same angle because the triangles are similar. 90 degree, 90 degree. Angle 180 minus theta. This should also be 180 minus theta because this one is complementary angle. Anyway, you have calculated it is 180 minus theta. Now, write OM divided by OB equal to OM divided by OB equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse to this angle. Adjacent side cos of 180 minus theta. Or if you want, once let me write angle MOB. OM P divided by B equal to cos 180 minus theta. But cos 180 minus theta is minus cos theta, allied angle. P by A equal to 1 equation. This is 2 equation. Just equation 1 square plus equation 2 square, what you get? P by A square plus P by B square equal to sin theta square plus minus cos theta square, because it is minus cos theta. But however, you get P square by A square, P square by B square equal to sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is equal to 1. Shall I write the final answer here? P square by A square plus P square by B square equal to 1. Or P square outside 1 by A square plus 1 by B square equal to 1. Final answer 1 by A square plus 1 by B square equal to 1 by P square. Question is that one, no? Show that 1 by P square equal to 1 by A square plus 1 by B square. Right? That finishes your straight lines. Straight lines completed. Some more problems are there in the exercise. Try to work out them, and whenever the chance we get to meet, I can solve the doubts, because it is very difficult to solve the problems or doubts in the video, mobile. I find some certain difficulties there. Because of the network problem or other things, certain students have sent the doubts and problems in their message, but I could not attend that problem because of the network problem. Anyway, whenever we get the chance to meet, let us solve all the doubts and clarify all the doubts and problems. Right? Okay. Now, let me take another topic. Actually, it is the continuation of the same topic. It is two-dimensional. So far you have seen two-dimensional. Now let me extend that one, three-dimensional. So it is 3D geometry. Next chapter it is, chapter 3rd or 4th I think, 3D geometry. In the textbook which chapter I don't know, chapter change. 3D geometry. Now, just we cannot imagine the thing now because it is 3D, three-dimensional, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. X-axis, as usual we can draw this. Y-axis, that can also be drawn. Now remember, z-axis is this one. Don't ask me whether it is a little inclined. Actually, it is drawn in the two-dimensional board. That cannot be drawn. X-axis, okay, in the board. Y-axis also in the board. Z-axis there, no. It is actually perpendicular to the board. That cannot be drawn. It is like this, see. It is like this. So, the negative part of x-axis can be extended, see. X dash. Negative part of y-axis, that also you are knowing. Y dash. Negative part of z-axis, see there. It is z dash. Totally, the entire space is divided into 8 equal parts. In the previous one, you have seen in the two-dimensional, by drawing two mutually perpendicular lines, you have divided the entire board into 4 equal parts, 4 quadrants. Now you are dividing entire space into 8 equal parts, called as octants. There are 8 octants. Which are they? How to imagine that? I have taken small model for that. How far you can able to understand that one, I can't say. See, here is a model. Just imagine x-axis, y-axis, and in front this is z-axis. Can you imagine that? Can you see that correctly, clearly? Yes, no? X-axis, x dash, y dash, z dash. So, you are dividing entire space into 8 equal parts means, where are the 8 parts? See, actually this is axis. Front side is first quadrant. Back side is next 5th quadrant. Second quadrant is this space. Let me show that one also. Whether it is clear or not, I am trying to make you to understand that. Yes. Can you see that one? Can you see that? See. This one is first quadrant. second quadrant. Similarly, downside, third, fourth. Third and fourth quadrant, leave it. See, first, second, similarly third, actually I have not drawn here, fourth, and back side, see again back side, 5, 6, 7, 8. How it looks nice. Let me see that. Is it possible for me to show it correctly? Very difficult. Can you see that one? Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back side similarly to that. 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you observe this? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Similar to this 4 quadrant on the back side, 4 more quadrants, see. Totally there are 8 quadrants. 8 quadrants, they are called as octants. 8 octants. This is the first quadrant. X-axis is here, see, X-axis. Y-axis, Z-axis. Negative X-axis, negative Y-axis, negative Z-axis, it is here. So it looks like a chamber, see, first chamber, second, third, fourth. Similar to that one, 4 more on the back side. Totally there are 8 chambers, octants. Now, if we take any point in the space, how it looks like? Any point. Consider a point. In the first quadrant, let me consider a point, see. This is the point. Distance of the point from x, y plane, see, this is the plane. It is called x coordinate. Remember, x coordinate is the distance of the point. Point is here. White mark I have shown it is point. From the xy plane is x coordinate. This is y coordinate. From xz plane, what is the distance to the point? It is y coordinate. From from yz plane, it is the x coordinate. Is it clear? From xy plane, it is the z coordinate. Xy plane. This is xy plane. Distance is z coordinate. From yz plane, it is x coordinate. From xz plane, floor, height is y coordinate. X coordinate is the distance of the point from yz plane. This is x coordinate. This is y coordinate. This one is z coordinate. Can you make it clear? White mark I have shown is there, no? It is the point. Distance to the point from the planes is taken as x, y, z coordinates. I think you got the idea clear. This is the point. Just consider it as the point. Distance of that point from leaving x, y, z plane, this plane, is x coordinate. Distance of the point from xz plane is y coordinate. Distance of the same point from xy plane is z coordinate. Again, x coordinate is from yz plane. Y coordinate means xz plane, it is the distance. Z coordinate means xy plane. Clear, no? Got the idea? Or let me just imagine, first chamber is there, no? X, O, Y and Z, you have seen there. First chamber. First chamber I have shown. This one. This chamber is there, no? X axis, Y axis, Z axis. First chamber. That can be imagined as this particular room, classroom. Just imagine this classroom is first chamber, first octant. This is the x-axis. From that corner to this edge is x-axis. From the corner to vertical it is y-axis. And from there to that side it is z-axis. X-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Consider any point. This is the point. Now, distance of this point from YZ, that flow, that wall, perpendicular distance from that wall is x coordinate. X coordinate is distance of any point from YZ wall. Y coordinate is distance of the same point from the floor, ground floor. Y coordinate, because ground is XZ plane. XZ plane distance is called Y coordinate. YZ plane distance is called X coordinate. And finally, distance of the same point from this board, it is actually XY plane. XY plane coordinate is called Z coordinate. I think you got the idea clear. Clearly understood, no? Distance of the point. Once again, see how I've drawn this particular thing so that the distance can be observed clearly. See here, not possible, it will be a little. Okay, a little difficult to. This is the point. The tip of the chalk is there and it is the point. Distance of that point from YZ plane means this distance is X coordinate. Distance of the point from ground is Y coordinate. Distance of the point from board is Z coordinate. X coordinate, Y coordinate, Z coordinate. Clear, no? Is it clear? Now, same thing, how to draw in the board, it is very difficult. Considering any point on the board, P is any point. There are 8 octants, I told you. Entire space is divided into 8 equal parts. And first part is X, O, Y, Z, first chamber. Second one, Y, O, X dash, Z. Third one is X dash, O, Y dash, Z. Fourth one is Y dash, O, X, Z. Front side 4 chambers over. Back side X, O, Y, Z dash, back side. Back side to this one. Y, O, X dash, Z dash, back side. X dash, O, Y dash, Z dash. Y dash, O, X, Z dash. Back side. Front side 4 chambers, back side 4. Totally there are 8 octants. Origin, right hand side positive, positive, positive. Negative, negative, negative. Consider any point. Now draw carefully. Which is x coordinate? Distance of the point from YZ plane. So this distance. I must not stop there in the axis because it should be considered as the plane. That is I told you it is very difficult to draw the figure. This is x coordinate. Distance of the point from YZ plane. Don't think it is a perpendicular drawn here, extended. Not to the axis, I have drawn to the plane. That you must imagine, that's all. Perpendicular is drawn to the plane, see like this. It is the plane, you are drawing the perpendicular here, not to the axis, somewhere here. That should be shown like this. Next, y coordinate is distance of the same point from XZ plane, from the ground. This is ground. Just imagine it is the ground. And finally, distance of the same point from the point to the XY plane. Back side, how to draw that one? That is not possible. From that point, you have to draw the perpendicular to the board. That cannot be done. So totally it is here. See, just in order to imagine that. So this is a y coordinate. And this one is z coordinate. Distance of the point. Drawing this particular figure is a little difficult. Do it carefully. Draw the figure carefully. Because you are drawing the perpendiculars to the planes. Let me take one by one. PM perpendicular on YZ. PN perpendicular on XZ. N, two more point, R, here also S, over, no? Yes, enough. Draw the figure yourself carefully. But just you must think it is three-dimensional figure. Three-dimensional figure. Shall I write one by one? Details. Or you draw the figure first? Draw the figure first.